Listen, y'all. It's 1:13 in the morning on the 15th of October, 2025. And I know y'all have heard messages about this before. But let me tell you, if you didn't have a test, you wouldn't have a testimony. The trials I've been through, the walks and the ups and downs in life I've been through, and what I'm actively going through, and what I am being used to help mentor and pray for others through, were from tests that I didn't want, from tests that I didn't want to go through, that I didn't want to experience, good or bad, because it made me feel either uncomfortable or I didn't like it until I got the reward, or until I dealt with that trauma. And as you know, October 16th will be 8 years since I tried to unalive myself. And there'll be a post about that too. But that's in a couple days. And as I sit here and I'm praying, trying to listen for God, and trying to dry my blankets, because I think Zeus brought some friends in from the yard or something, because I was getting bit. So I think he brought some friends, so I decided to wash my sheets. So I'm sleeping in the chair while I'm doing laundry, and since I have insomnia, I can't sleep, so I turned on the light and decided to do a TikTok video. But even then, just the smallest things, like people that have dogs and people that have insomnia, this little test that I'm going through right now, if I don't talk about it, people wouldn't know that, hey, it's 1:15 now, and there's some random stranger on TikTok sitting here doing her laundry because her dog likes to roll around in the dirt like a dog does, and wanted to share his love, and she started itching, so I had to wash my sheets. But if you did not have tests, you would not have a testimony. If I did not get pumed at and wouldn't have lost my fingers, or SCX assaulted several times in my life, I wouldn't know what it feels like to be like a piece of you was taken, or lost somebody to them unaliving themselves, or parents being divorced, or being just mentally corrupted. Sorry, you got Zeus's Conehead, my bad. Corrupted, and you losing your identity. I could go on with what's happened in my life, guys. But God used those exact people in the Bible, exact people that had a testimony, that had a test that he had to put to a test first, to go through a test, to use. And they were great and still being spoke about till this day. Thousands of years that the Bible's been written. And their testimony is still guiding us on how to live today. And you know, just sitting here reminiscing on the good times and the bad times, I think we should be more thankful for our test. Because think about it. When you're working out, and I know especially people that are overweight like me, I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm still overweight. You don't necessarily see the result right away. You may not see it on the scale. You may not see it in your clothes. But other people do. Like when I start losing weight, even if it's inches, other people that don't see me as often or every day will be like, "Hey, Haley, you losing some weight? You looking good." I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm trying to, but I guess I am because you noticed." Like, "Hey, thank you." Like, and then you'll get to a phase in your life where you kind of slow down. And then things get harder to lose weight. And this is where I'm getting at. That's in your that's when you press on. That's when you gain, that's when you do more reps. That's when you put in the muscle. That's when you start gaining weight. You're not just shedding the fat. Because that's a good part too. To shed what you used to know and start into something new. But if you're in a test and you feel like, "God, I can't take no more. I can't handle this stress. I can't handle this loss. I can't handle this turmoil," don't wave your white flag. Because on the inside, God is shaping and molding and building your muscle. Because guys, we gotta be that one that says, "I'll stand alone. If it's right, and it's for the right cause, it's for the right thing, and it's biblical, I'll stand alone." Even if that means you're holding up that burden alone. You're the only one in your family going to church. You're the only one in your school praying. You're the only one that'll take a Bible into a public school. Who knows what your circumstance is? Do it alone. Build your muscle. Don't give in when you have a test. Because your test is what is going to build your testimony, which is going to help when you spread your testimony and the word of God. Because think about it, guys. If we didn't have a testimony, what are we all here for? Besides serving God and trying to live right, there would be nothing to spread to give examples of how we learned from our people in the Bible that we learned from and learned from Jesus. We wouldn't know because we wouldn't have no tests, so we wouldn't go through anything. So, as I'm here, sitting here freezing, shaking, because my blankets are drying, and I got Mr. Conehead on me, don't wave your white flag. Don't wave your white flag, and do not give in right now if you're under pressure, because even diamonds have to go through a rough time to get to their beautiful, shiny self. But I hope you're sleeping well, and when you see this, I hope you have a great day. And don't wave your white flag. Do another set of reps. Keep pushing. Keep building that muscle. Because now more than ever is a time to press on.